Today we are talking about fragrances that I love to wear to work. These are my go-to fragrances depending on the type of year. These are the fragrances that I tend to have in rotation for my work. Full disclosure, I work in an office. I have my own office space, so I can tend to go a little bit louder. These are not necessarily loud fragrances, do project, and sillage is amazing on some of them, but I can lock myself in my room and enjoy my perfumes and be okay. And there's sometimes I still choke my employees out, and that's okay too. They know I love perfume, so but if you work in a hospital or a nursing home, some of these fragrances may not be for you because you have to be mindful of your environment and the people around you. So if you work in an office, you have your own space, or even if it's a cubicle, it doesn't matter. If you go to a building and you don't mind choking people out sometimes, then keep on watching. Really jump into the video. Now, the first one we're going to be talking about is 100 Silent Ways by Nishane. This one has a peach mandarin in the opening, so when you first spray it, you get that burst of freshness. Then it dries down to this creamy sandalwood and this vanilla fragrance. It has the vanilla in the base, which makes it absolutely beautiful. People compare this to black opium. However, I don't smell that strong coffee smell like the original black opium as. This is going to be long lasting. It's mass appealing. It is not complex or overly complex. It's a step up from designer, I would say, but it's great. It's a great transitional scent from summer to fall, and it's gonna last all day. So for me, when I wear this, I don't have to decant. One thing about me, I love strong, I love heavy hitters. I love long lasting fragrance, but I don't want to decant. That's a result. I don't like to take fragrances with me to decant. My fragrance should last me my work day, and I work 8+ hours. So that being said, this tend to do the job, and I don't have to overspray. This one has tuberose, it has jasmine, it has vanilla in there. So this is good for work, but it's also good for going out, everyday errands and stuff like that. But this is my one of my favorite work scent that when I don't know what to wear, I can grab it and chances are it will do the job all day. Longevity and sillage on this one is great. And this is 100 Silent Ways. Well, since we're talking about beast mode and long lasting and projection and sillage, let's get into instant crush. Slightly sweet, powdery rose musky fragrance. That's what I get from it. It has a slight powdery. This one projects. Longevity on this one is amazing. Now, I love to layer this with Karaoke Heart. That one is a great combination for the summertime. This one is a great transition scent as the other one. It's going to be long lasting. This one, when I overspray this one, I will choke my entire team up, but that's okay. They're used to me by now. But this is you I would say this is not overspray because already sillage is amazing, it projects, and longevity is amazing on this one. This one, you're going to smell the rose scent, you're going to smell some musk. The vanilla in this sweetens up a little bit, but not sweet, but just a tad bit sweetness. But this one, I tell you, you could layer this. This is also good to layer as well. And this is just like 100 Silent Ways. You can also wear this out to dinner or brunch as well. But this one, it's a good one, Instant Crush by Mancera. Let's talk about her. I have not talked about my baby in a while. This is Donna Born in Roma. Ooh, this one I don't even know if it still is, but for the longest time, it has been my favorite designer fragrance. The product Paradox Intense. Ooh, that's a beautiful one too. It's catching up. But this one is great. This one has the black currant in the opening. Give it a little spiciness. It does have some freshness when you first spray it, but then it has a little bit of sweetness and some musk in the base. Great for layering. Longevity on this one is amazing. This one has the jasmine, it has the lavender, it has the vanilla and the musk. So overall, a nice and this is very much mass appealing. So people are going to know what you're wearing, but it doesn't take away from the beauty of this one. Really, really love this one. This one is an OG designer fragrance that this is like my third or fourth bottle for now, but I have not used this in a while. I think I'm giving it a break. But this one I'll pull for on days when I just don't know what to wear. This you're not really gonna choke people out. It's just a nice fragrance. People tend to like this one. It is not overly it projects, but it's not crazy, and longevity is amazing on this one. This is the OG. If you love your fragrance, you know this one. Born in Roma. Rose Prick by Tom Ford. Ooh, this is a patchouli and rose fragrance with musk. If you like a musky rose fragrance, then you're gonna love this one. This one, but you have to love your patchouli because the patchouli is patchouling in this one. This one is very spicy in the opening from the pepper and the turmeric, but then it dries down to this strong rose musky fragrance. Very strong. This is a very strong, bold rose fragrance. The tonka bean in the base adds a little bit of warmth and depth to it, but the star of the show is the patchouli and the rose for me. So you have to love your patchouli, you have to love rose, and of course the musk is there to really ground it as well. This one is Again, this one is you don't have to overspray this one. Siage, this one is good for the first few hours. Longevity is not bad. This is moderate projection and longevity. And this is rose prick. Again, this is patchouli and rose musk fragrance. Now we can't talk about work fragrances and not talk about the OG, the classic, the original Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. This is your classic work fragrance. It is beautiful. You're gonna get that freshness from the mandarin orange in the opening, but then it's gonna dry down to this beautiful florals. It has a great mix of florals and rose, musk, and vanilla in this one. Long lasting, projects, sillage, everything's amazing on this one. This is just a OG. It's one of the best, most bought fragrance in history of fragrances for a reason. It's just a classic. It's a little bit mature, so I don't think it's like for a 20-year-old or 18-year-old. It's more mid 30s and older. I absolutely love this fragrance. Now, that's all I have left, and this is like my second bottle or third. Now, I do have the Armaf Woman. Yeah, the Armaf Club de Nuit Woman. This is a younger version to this. This is the baby sister to this. And I love this one as well because this one, it has a stronger perfume smell, less patchouli, more perfume smell. So it's more, I say, if you're younger and you like the DNA of the Coco Mademoiselle, but it was too mature for you, I would say the Club de Nuit Woman is amazing. It projects, longevity is good as well. Sillage is also good in the first few hours. So I love this. I love this one as well. So this is now also a go-to, but this original can't have a work scent. Can't go to the office and dress up and not have Coco Mademoiselle in rotation. This one as well, and this is Club Armor. This is Club de Nuit Woman. Another one that I have in rotation for work. This is fairly new. I think I got this a couple months ago. Not one of my favorite Jasmine Rouge by Tom Ford. I loved it when I first smelled it in the store. It's not my favorite, but it's a good work scent for me. You have to love jasmine to love this one. It's jasmine heavy fragrance. You do have the spices in the opening, so you're going to get that spiciness when you first spray it. But this one is a good mix of yellow and white florals. Has a lot of florals in there, but then it dries down to like a slightly woody vanilla fragrance. So it has some woodsy notes in there that gives it some depth, and then the vanilla gives it a little tad bit of sweetness. But this is florals, florals. Heavy jasmine with some musk and vanilla in the base. Jasmine rose. Again, if you love jasmine, I think you will like this one. This one is Rose Musk Noir. This is also another nice musky rose fragrance, similar to Rose Prick, but it's not as strong as Rose Prick. You don't prick. This is a milder musky rose fragrance, but an absolutely beautiful fragrance. Now, this one I love to layer with Eclaire. Eclaire gives it some sweetness to it and give it, some more depth if you want that sweeter side of the fragrance. Eclaire brings it out. So I love to layer those two as well. This fragrance is musk with some florals and some vanilla. That's what it is. The vanilla sweetens it up a little bit, grounds it a little bit, but this is just a pure rose and musk combination. Now, longevity is not the best. This one, when I wear it with Eclair, I don't have to decant. But for 8+ hours, after 6 hours, you're not gonna really smell yourself. You gotta really just go deep to smell this one. So its longevity is not the best. Wish it lasts longer. However, it is a beautiful rose scent that it's worth a decant. For me, I don't even bring decants to work, but I do love it with Eclair. After 6 to 8 hours, it's gone, but that's okay. And I love to layer my body mist with this one. So when I'm wearing this one, I use a lot of rose body care. Longevity is not the best, but layer this with something that's stronger. It will perform better This is Rose Musk Noir. Well, since I mentioned her, let's talk about her, Eclaire. I love Eclaire. Eclaire is a great home scent if I want to feel cozy, but I don't want to go too rich, too heavy. Eclair is what I pull for. Absolutely love this fragrance for like work. It's gonna last me 8+ hours. It's gonna project. This is your sweet, creamy caramel lactonic gourmand fragrance. It's not heavy or overly sweet, but it is sweet. It's a gourmand fragrance, but it's beautiful. So if you love your creamy, milky, gourmand, honey, caramel fragrance, you will love Eclair. This one, people tend to love this. People love vanilla on the whole, so anything sweet people gravitate towards. But for a gourmand fragrance, the longevity on this one is really good, and the sillage is amazing for the first few hours. So absolutely love this. And for the price point, you can't go wrong. Montgalarn Intense. Always in my work rotation. This is a long-lasting lavender forward fragrance, but lavender done right. This is a powerhouse. Never worn this and not getting a compliment. Where people love this one. People gravitate to this one so much. And this is beast mode. I thought I was buying the original, bought the Intense, and never regret it after. Powerhouse. Last long, sillage is amazing, longevity. It projects like nobody's business. This one, you have to be mindful that you don't overspray because, again, you could choke people out. I've done it before. Do I care? Not really, because that's me. Sorry, not sorry. This one is a great lavender fragrance. Lavender mixes well, and lavender is not masculine. I don't see this as a unisex fragrance. I think a man can pull it off, but I think it leans feminine. So this one is a blind buy. Subscriber talking about it and how much she loves it, and I decided to get it. I mean, the number 5 is in my top 5, so of course I know I can't go wrong with this house, and this is Rosendo Mateu 6. This is a floral, fruity, musky fragrance. You're gonna get the florals coming through. The musk is heavy and strong in there as well, and of course, it has some fruitiness in the opening. The sweet, it has some exotic fruits in the opening that gives it a tad synthetic sweetness, but it goes away, and then it dries down to more of an ambery, vanilla, musky fragrance. So you're gonna get the florals and that synthetic sweetness coming through, but again, don't let that turn you off because it goes away, and really all you're getting is a ambery vanilla musky fragrance in the end. I find that the Rosendo house, they project longevity is amazing, and this is gonna give me 8+ hours. This one I think you can wear all year round. Just be careful how you spray the time of year. But this one, absolutely have to have this in my rotation. Another Chanel for you, Coco Noir. This one I love for the office, but this one I love if I'm going to like a meeting and or I'm going to be like in a different crowd. It's just more than just office, just more than my regular office day. I like to turn this one up a notch. This one is also good for dinner or date as well. It is a good all-rounder, but this is my more upscale work scent if I'm dressing up and I just want to feel good. This one is it. This one is also very long lasting. This is going to give me 8+ hours. It's going to project. This one, when you first spray it, you're going to get that freshness from the grapefruit and the orange coming through. So nice freshness, but then it dries down to the floral, some musk. And then you're also going to get that creaminess from the sandalwood. And then the tonka bean just adds enough warmth and depth to this one. So a great blend of notes. Beautiful, well blended. But this one, wear this to work, wear this to dinner, or wear this to date. Can't go wrong. Either way, you're gonna smell good. You're gonna smell classy. You're gonna smell expensive. There's something about this fragrance that's just add a little bit more depth than the regular work fragrance and a little bit more class. I do love Baccarat 540. This is Orientica Amber Rouge. This is when I want my BB 540 feel. I want to feel like I'm wearing Baccarat, but I don't want to wear my real Baccarat. This is what I pull for. This is one of the best dupes that I found on the market so far to Baccarat. And if you want to know the dupes, I do have a Baccarat video dupe because that's my favorite fragrance. So when I want to get that feel, but I don't want to wear Baccarat, this is what I pull for. This is long lasting. It doesn't disappear and come back. What people say about Baccarat, that it goes away or they don't smell it. This one, it's gonna last long. It projects, it has that sweetness, it has the jasmine and the saffron like baccarat, but it dries down to a sweet, woody, amberish scent. It's also very sweet as well. It projects. Sillage is amazing. People will walk you down and ask you what you're wearing. People are, it whenever, whatever room you go into, you're going to leave that scent trail. People are going to smell you when you leave the room. This stays, this lingers very much so, long lasting. This is, as I said, very good dupe for baccarat. So if you ever wanted baccarat and you don't want to pay the price point, you can get this one and get away with this one. This is Tom Ford Velvet Orchid. I have a lot of Tom Ford in this video, but this one is loud. It's loud, so you don't want to overspray. It's a beast mode. As I said, protection, sillage, longevity, amazing with this one. You just don't want to overspray, because I find if you overspray, you can really choke people out. You can even choke yourself out. It's slightly powdery with some florals. Then it has the vanilla. It has the suede. It has some suede in there, but it's suede, slight suede. Suede blends beautifully with the vanilla, so you're not getting that heavy suede smell. It's a smooth suede. Again, beautiful blend of notes. There's a lot of notes, but they all blend well. Just be careful how you spray. You don't need 15, 20 sprays of this one, because you're going to get sick in the car before you even get to work. But it's a good work scent, and this you don't have to decant. So let's talk about For Your Love by Mizensir. Look at this. I love this one. This is one of my, this is top five for life. Love this one. People will say that it's dated, so a bit more mature. I'm dated. I'm more mature. So I love it. It's a classy, slightly powdery, musky fragrance. So yes, you're gonna smell the musk coming through. It's a little bit powdery, and you're gonna get the florals, but it's a classy scent. Classy, mature, have your life together fragrance. This again is a dinner date work for me. This is when I don't know what mood I'm in, and I don't know what I want, and I want to smell good, and I want something to last, and I want something that's going to project. This is it. This is just everything. It projects. Longevity is great. Sillage is amazing. It smells good. It's not going to be, it's not overly complex as well. But again, 20-year-old may not appreciate this. If you're 20 and you're watching, or 25 and you're watching, you may be like, oh, this is too old for me. But if you're 30 something, you like this. You like this one. This one is just old money. Old money vibes, rich auntie vibes, have your shit together vibes, always smelling good and always looking good, always well put together vibe. This is her in a bottle. She's everything. She's it. She's the it girl. And this is one of my favorite from the line, one of my favorite top five for life. Now, the last one we're going to be talking about is for my summer, spring, summer time, when I want to smell that boss, when I have on my pantsuit or I have on my skirt suit, but I'm dressed up and I'm gonna be in meetings, or I want to know that I'm here. This is her. Aventus for her. This is one of my favorite freshy boss mode fragrance. I think this activate that boss mode. There's just something about this that I absolutely love. It's very strong, so you have to be careful. I did overspray one time for a meeting, and I regret it so much because I was choking myself out. So I would say, even though it's a fresh fragrance, and it has that when you first spray it, you get the freshness from the apple and the bergamot. Don't let that fool you. The dry down is really a strong musk fragrance, so I would say be careful how you spray this one, but it's gonna last long. It's gonna project. Listen, the sillage on this one, yeah, people are gonna smell you from afar. People are gonna smell you from afar. So just be careful how you spray. Don't do like what I did, because I wanted to get out of my clothes so badly that day, but when I want to activate that boss mode, there's just something about this that's just very fresh, but very perfume, very musky, very strong. So this one is my boss mode, spring summer fragrance, boss mode fragrance. And this is Aventus for Her by Creed. That's it. Those are the fragrances that I have right now in my collection that are just heavy on rotation for work. I work Monday through Friday. So I'm in the office every day. So these are heavy on rotation. Chances are, if you see me during a work day, I'm wearing one of these. I may hit a Valaya one day if I'm going to like a really important event, or I may hit my Delina exclusive again, another important event, but these are just my everyday work fragrance that I just have in my rotation. So I want to know, what do you have? If you go to an office, you go out and you go out to work, I want to know what your work fragrances are. If it's not on my list, I may get it if it's long lasting, because again, I love a good long lasting fragrance. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I would love to see you in the next one. Bye.